Hello, my wonderful friends. Megas here on a beautiful day. Oh, my heart is so full. Today we're going to talk about the number one all-time life-changing book. I'm so excited to share it with you. I'm going to save it to the end, though, because I want you to see how beautiful this world is. You know, the right book always comes to you at the right time. The universe just offers you this gift of words that it's like the sun coming through the clouds and everything makes sense. There's that clarity, that understanding, that aha moment, and it's so beautiful. And so I had to share this story with you real quick. Many years ago, I was in Florida, and I stayed there for months. I was on like this surfing adventure, and every day I was out surfing, and I made some of the most beautiful friends. And I noticed, though, one of them, he had OCD so bad. And finally, one day, I went up and just sat down on the sand next to him and started talking to him. And he just opened up to me. And he was just on the verge of tears. And he explained to me how, since he was a small child, he had OCD. And now it's gotten so bad that he lost his family. He lost his career. He had to move back in with family. And it was getting so bad, and like the waves would be good and he would leave because his mind would be being attacked. He said he'd go home and drink himself just blacked out drunk just to stop the pain. And so I ended up bringing him some books, my friends. And so every morning before we'd go out surfing, we'd read books together and we'd meditate and talk. And after a few months before I left Florida, he was completely healed of OCD. And my friend, he had been to all the doctors. He took all the medication, and they said the medication for him was making it worse. And he was in such a black spot. And I've kept in touch with him for years after I left Florida, and he's back working. He's living a full life. My friends, can you imagine that there's that much power in words that could set a mind free from a lifetime of torment? Now that book, it's not the book I'm going to reveal at the end of this, but it was The Science of Mind by Ernest Holmes. And, you know, my copy, I mean, it's all written in and highlighted and the cover's falling off, but I always keep another one on hand to give away. Because I've seen the power of these words. And it's funny, the thing that stuck out to him that he was able to hold on to, right? Because it's true that our beliefs really do create our world. Well, what we believe the world is how we're going to see it. And because of his religious upbringing, he was living in a torment and a hell in his own mind. And something that stuck out to him that I never really thought about, although many times I've read this, was that there is no devil. Right? His whole fear was the devil. And the devil was out to get him. And he just had these ideas in his head that the devil was going to hurt him or a family member, and just those crazy OCD loops that they don't make any sense at all. But if it's your belief, that's what your world's going to look like. You see the world through those filters of your beliefs. And he just hung on to that. And so every morning we just meditate on the truth instead of that lie he was fed. And I'll never forget, my friend, is right when I was getting ready to start heading back home, leave Florida. My surf adventure was over. My daughter was with me. We pulled up. He is running towards me, tears coming down his cheeks saying, "I'm healed. I'm healed." And he gave me the biggest hug, and I was so happy my daughter was there to see it. I was so proud, a proud papa. And my friend, it's the power of books, the love of the universe to bring the right book with the right word at the right time. So I want to tell you about now the best life-changing book ever. You'll never guess where you find it. It's not in a library. It's not on a bookshelf somewhere. It's right here. It's in your heart of hearts. It's the perfect book, my friends, written by the perfect creator. It sees and knows all. It's the perfect guide. And if we'll learn just to listen to that, and you might be thinking, oh, Magus, you don't know my heart. I do. You might be confusing your heart with your head. That gives us some really bad advice sometimes, I know, my friends. But if you'll just go inside, there's that book written inside, that divine spark that's good, just like you are. And you learn to listen to that and follow it. It'll always guide you right. And you'll know its voice because it's always loving, it's always kind, and it's always good. And it loves you so much. And on that note, you guys probably already know this by now. I love you.